Hi guys, we're back today with the 1500 Ram 5.7 Hemi.
I can haul whatever the fuck I want to haul in this bitch.
Yeah.
Welcome back, guys, to Muscles and Luxury. Today we've got a little bit of muscle. I guess a little bit of luxury too. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
A whole lot of yee is what we got.
A whole lot of
Country Boy loaded.
truck.
A big old goat. Today we have a 2014 Dodge
Goat.
Ram.
Dodge Ram.
Goat. Dodge Ram 1500 5.7 Hemi liter in red. Let's take a look at this son of a beast. All right. So, obviously, as you guys see, it is the 5.7 liter, the Hemi, the RT, which is the biggest motor you can get for the truck.
This model specifically, like you said, is the 5.7, but the Dodge Rams run from, I believe there's an Eco Diesel, which is a 4-cylinder that makes like 200 something horse, all the way up to the biggest engine is a 6.4 for the gasser, and I think the best engine is a 6-ish even diesel.
So this is the 2014, obviously 2014 1500. This is 395
horsepower,
407
pound-feet of torque, and this 5.7 with a Hemi in it.
And its towing capacity is 8,000. It was like 8,700 something.
The max is around 3/4 ton, 3.5.
It ranges from 4,000 to the max, which is 8,700. So I guess we'll go ahead and start and pop the hood. Quentin, you want to do the honor?
Sure.
Oh, dang!
That was easy. So,
Fire starters, because goats like to hoard.
so here's just it's pretty straightforward. Just a regular 5.7 Hemi. Nothing special, nothing too out of the ordinary. As far as like, there's no turbos, no supercharger, none of that kind of stuff in here. It's just a straight V8 Hemi, yeah.
Of course, this is the 6-speed automatic. This isn't the manual.
Yeah, this is the 6. These come in a 6 and an 8 automatic, and I think it's just a 6-speed for the manual. So anyway,
That was the end. The motor bay.
go ahead and go to the back, I guess. I don't think there's a lot of bed options on the Dodges. So this is what looks like a 8-foot bed. This is 6-foot bed for the crew cab. This is a 6-foot bed with a crew cab, and then obviously, the only thing about Dodges have the king cab, and then there's the half cab, and then the single cab. So
This is what you expect in the truck. You're gonna get leaves and shit in it, especially in the fall.
as far as I know as well, most of the Dodges do come with bed liners from the factory.
It's an option you can choose.
It is an option. Obviously, you can always get aftermarket ones that might be better or less, or better or worse.
You can tell this one's kind of popping off.
Yeah, you can see over there. Yeah, it's kind of coming off of the frame a little bit. But I mean, A liner's better than no liner.
They're meant for throwing shit in the back and not worrying about scratching. Now on this one, obviously it's a truck. You gotta roll with the big old meaty grips, the mud grips. I don't know why there's not a mud flap. You usually see those on trucks, but yeah.
It just depends. In some states, it is a requirement for the winter time. But I would say,
Yeah, 33s by 12s, 50. So what's the?
this is probably a 19.
What's usually out here? Let's see. 33 by 12, 50R 20. It's 20s. They're
20s. Okay.
It's big
So
old 20s on
20-inch rims around. This one has pretty knobby tires. Again, that's an option. Some of them have serious tires.
It's an
some of them
option
don't.
that my dad is the owner of this. It's an option my dad forced the dealership to put on there because my dad is one stingy person. He likes to have it, especially everything he wants on it. He's gotta have it.
Right, so like all Dodges, we have the Hemi badging, Ram 1500. It's got the black side steps, black mirrors. So
And I believe these are aftermarket. I believe they are. I know they weren't on the truck. They were installed afterwards, after the purchase, by the dealership actually. So, have it. I guess let's take a look at the inside, shall we? Because there's a lot of room. Welcome to the
interior.
interior.
So one thing that Dodge gets a lot of praise for in their trucks actually is that even in the normal like just 4-door cabs, it's pretty spacious. I mean, obviously the truck's gonna be big anyway, but
I mean, just look at it.
My family used to have a 2012 Silverado, but the back seat in it was much smaller than this is, and honestly, for truck seats, they're fairly comfortable back here too.
Not bad. They're not leather or anything special. It's cloth. But I mean, they're pretty comfortable and they're good for long trips, what I'll talk about in a minute because I know from experience. But yeah, I'm 6 foot. Well, how tall are you?
I'm like 5'7".
5'7". I'm 6 foot, and you can see plenty. I'm sure tall guy car reviews would fit in here, guys. I mean, you can sit here and sleep, have no issues.
In all honesty, too, you could even fit the actually 3 people in this back seat.
Yeah,
because the hump, there's not much of a hump down here, if you can even tell at all. But
I mean, even then, like, regardless, I'm 6 foot, so here we go. I'm in the middle, plenty of room. I mean, you don't have much space to put your legs out, obviously, but I can ride on this for 2-3 hours and not have an issue.
There's 3 people back here, like we're not even bumping shoulders, and there could be somebody else in the other seat if they needed to be.
Yeah, there's plenty of room. Hop in on the front.
But let's talk about back here too. We got there's vents, so there's climate control. You can change the direction individually for each side, but there's no controls back here.
The back side is basic. It's a basic back side. All the controls come from the front.
Some cup holders.
Although the room,
seat pouches. The doors have some pretty decent storage, and then
storage under the seats is pretty decent.
That's the thing, yeah. Under the seats back here, as there's pull. Under the seats, there's plenty of room for stuff. There's,
as you can see, we have a camera bag.
2, like 6-7 inch deep pockets, and then you can kind of fit stuff up back behind the seat. Clothes, toolboxes would fit under there, whatever you need. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and jump in the front. So here we are in the front where there's actually stuff to see and do.
This is pretty much, I don't know what packages and all my dad picked up on this. Obviously, you got the digital, which I'm sure most 2014 up Dodge trucks come with now.
Yep.
You have rear view camera, which my mom doesn't know how to use. You have, I mean, it's just the basics pretty much. There's no super luxury or anything. It's just the basic.
So these trucks, all these trucks have these weird they're not keys, but they're not fobs. That's how most of them are. You can get these with remote start.
Yeah. There's an option, and these pretty much replace a metal key. It's just
you stick it in just like a regular key, but it's not metal. So it's just a weird hybrid of the. I imagine most people already know about them anyway, but it's just it's like the hybrid between a real fob and a key. Another package that I know these trucks have, this one doesn't. This can be a full
screen.
Like this whole chrome outline place can be a touch screen where it's all your interfaces on the touch screen.
This is just enough for you to have a rear view camera.
Yeah, all these have cameras here in the screen, in the dash. Nothing. Some trucks have them in the mirror. Some have them on the control stack over there, but no, all these are right here on the console. So you got pretty typical stuff. All this is just infotainment on the screen.
Yeah, of course you have your phone. You can connect any phone, whatever. I think mine's plugged up right now. Media there it is. My phone's plugged up. Anything can play. We got NF, because NF's super good. Radio, any vehicle will have that nowadays. I mean, since the beginning, they should. I'm not sure what all. Just a clock if you don't want to have anything going on with you. That's just a clock. And, you do have the compass.
Compass, but not nav, I assume?
No, just the
compass. And then you have all your infotainment setting, lights, adjust your engine options, doors and locks. This will all come through and you'll set how your doors unlock. Like it says, lock on exit, flashlights, horn. Most cars with any new car will really do that anymore. Engine options, trailer braking, obviously is important with trucks.
Yep.
All your Bluetooth and restore to factory. Your Sirius radio, which this truck does have XM.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Light options, displays, clock. We already said we've been through that. Now we have screen off, back. That just cycles you through your things and tune volume knobs. Moving down, you've got your vent setting, your temperature, your power,
And
hazards.
then down here you've got your traction control, your tow and haul mode, which is great. It works wonders when you're towing or hauling something, you know, that putting quite a bit of weight on it. I'm honestly not quite sure what these are for. I'm really not. Okay, so this is for your trailer as well, is what it's showing up here on the dash. I'm not. You have to have a trailer connected to it.
That's for your trailer brakes.
Oh, is that what that's for?
Those
okay.
are, they help with your vehicle getting in your trailer brake.
Okay.
All right, so, and then down here we have a USB port.
Which I believe there's one in here as well.
And most trucks, oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, my mom drives this.
Most trucks in the dash, you have a USB and aux. You have the circular plug, coin slots, not corn slots.
I wish mine had that, honestly.
I think that's it in here. I know also as a package option, you can have 12-volt plugs, like wall plugs, in your consoles. This, you can also flip this entire thing up for a middle seat, which we won't do all the way, but does that. Does it have the? Yeah, there's also, oh, the CD player is down there. Okay.
Yep.
Which
is a multi-CD player holder. Most vehicles have that nowadays. Hold multiple CDs in them.
Yep. There's this little
compartment,
little like trays down here in the glove box. Just this one. Yeah, there's only one in here. Glove box. It's kind of small, but enough for whatever you need to put in there.
Show them up here. So right here we have our obviously our dash. There's quite a bit that you can do with the dash, actually. Of course, it shows you your miles when you're driving and whatnot. There's multiple options, as you can see. Flip through there. We have oil life. We got fuel economy. Trip A and Trip B, of course, to show your distance and whatnot, how your mileage was handling. We got trailer tow, which is what you would go to when you're, I guess, using your trailer for brakes and whatnot. You also have your audio, which right now shows the radio, but it'll show whatever you're playing on your phone as well. We have stored messages, which is messages from your phone as well. You get text messages, it'll pop on here, so you don't have to reach down, get distracted or whatnot. It just pops up here. You have your screen setup, which I've not messed with, but I'm sure you can have your own custom way of how you want your screen to look. And you go back and it's back on your speedometer, and that's pretty much the dash, and that's the front. Of course, you have your voice remote, phone call, move back and forth, your cruise control and whatnot. I don't ever use it. That's pretty much it on the inside. Roomy. No issues sitting here. Sun's in the way. How you feel about the room over there? Pretty good? Comfy?
Yeah, I mean,
and we still have space to go back.
Like I said, we both fit behind ourselves easily. And I'm only 5'7", but 5'6", whatever. The footwell, if you're really tall up here, there is a wall back there. It's fairly short. I can reach it with my toe, and I'm not sitting too ridiculously. So maybe if you were really tall, we'd have some problem. But then again, this seat will go
pretty far back.
Really far back. It's a bar, but this is all the way back now. I mean, now I can't even reach the firewall up here anymore.
Right.
See, I'm just now barely touching it. So if you were like obscenely tall in the front, and back here, you know, there's still plenty of room if you had to sit.
So yeah. So be it. You wanna take this with you and get the exhaust?
Yeah. So we'll go outside and then we'll
tell me when to.
Yeah. If you come back here, you have these two flaps where you can plug in you can plug the wires from your trailer to your hitch. That'll run in your feedback and information. So, not ridiculously loud, but
which most people make them stupid loud.
You can, yeah, you can.
There's a lot of options for aftermarket stuff on these.
Obviously, like most vehicles too, it probably has like a 3500 rev limiter.
Yeah.
And parking and neutral. But yeah, there's a lot of aftermarket for these kind of trucks.
A lot of it. Light bars, pulleys, whatever. You can find anything for these trucks.
Exactly. But even though it's not loud, it's still got a clean, aggressive V8 sound. Which I mean, if you're in a truck for a sound, I mean, if you're in a truck for a sound, you don't want to go ridiculous. It'll work. But yeah. So we'll go ahead and mount you guys on the window, and then take it around, give you some thoughts on the driving experience.
All right.
Seatbelts, so we can be safe.
Safety first!
Alright guys, we're going to go ahead and
take y'all on a drive. I have gone on family trips in this truck to Branson, to North Carolina from Arkansas, which is, to Branson's like what, three and a half hours?
To Missouri, it's a 2 hour drive.
2 hour drive. And then to North Carolina, well, that was a day a day drive on its own. It was pretty dang comfortable. I'm not gonna complain about the truck one bit at all. Had no issues sleeping, had no issues, with room, but yeah, it was fairly comfortable, and I honestly could do it again. I probably will end up doing it again just because this truck, it can hold all of us. We're a family of 5 and we've got no issue doing so. Of course, we get 20 in the city and 20, 25, 28 in the highway, something like that.
Officially, these trucks get a 19 to 20 in the city, and like you said, yeah, 20 to 25 is where your average is going to fall.
It also all depends on how you drive the truck.
So the important thing, and obviously as we're reviewing this, is price, because this is an everyday vehicle. You can easily daily this.
My parents do daily this.
Like we're saying, it's I believe somewhere around 25 gallons for the tank.
Mm-hmm.
About a 25 gallon tank, and like we're saying, with around 22 miles of the gallon as your average. What is that? That's 400-ish miles per tank.
You're the math guy.
So 400-ish miles per tank. So you're gonna pay a fair price. You're gonna pay a fair price for gas, but I mean, what vehicle are you not really anymore? MSRP base price for 4 wheels and a bed essentially is around $16,000-$17,000.
I have no idea where I'm going.
A few options will put you up into 25-ish. I believe that base price is for the single cab as well, not.
Okay.
I think the crew cabs started closer to 20.
Crew cabs will put you up more for the extra space.
And then, as we stated earlier, the king cabs run you closer to 30.
Mm-hmm. Of course, this is
but
also...
obviously, as you go up in price and size, you also go up in features and quality, because these can get really ridiculous as far as options go. But like we said though, MSRP is anywhere from around 15s for a base 2-door to 29, 30, 31 for the maxed out 4 doors with everything, king cabs and all that. Obviously, as a truck, people don't really brands don't really release speed numbers for trucks, but as far as trucks go, it is light and it does get up. So we'll just talk a little bit about the front side here. You've got the all red bumper and everything with the black accents, which is part of the packaging.
Of course, we don't have the halos or the runners LEDs, HIDs like
yeah,
most
these
of them come with now.
you have yellow halogens and as well as fog lights, which the fog lights I don't believe are standard on every truck, so it's part of the packaging. Just walk around. We've got standard mirrors. They're big, but they're not tow mirrors. They're just large mirrors.
Tow mirrors are obnoxious.
Tow mirrors are an option though. Flip up, extendable, and the double pane mirrors. So that'll about wrap up our thoughts and discussion on the 2014 Ram 1500. So with that in mind, we hope to get some feedback from you guys. If you have any ideas for us, what we should talk about, what we shouldn't talk about, what we should or shouldn't do, leave a comment. And questions about vehicles we review, leave comments, or things you want to see us try to review. Or like I've said in the past video, if you have something you want to meet with us, to show us your car, to let us review your car, just to hang out with us and drive around, like always, leave us comments. The email for our channel will also be in the description below. Mm-hmm. And so yeah, that's about it. So like we said, hit us with some feedback. Leave a like, leave a sub if you know.
And we hope to see you guys soon. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
A little more.
Show it off on the outside.
Yeah, we can get a drive-by.
I'll have to find a road for that.
Burnout.
Yeah, I'm not doing a burnout. You can fucking get it to burn out.
That was the weak.
Fucking burned out.
There's a little.